NBC Sports and the United States Golf Association proudly present the 50th Walker Cup. Uninterrupted coverage is brought to you in partnership with Rolex. Steve Burkowski, Nota Begay with you. We head out to the very first match. Tyler Weaver against Jackson Quinn. Weaver 2 down, and this is second.
Yeah, it was all the way up to 3 down, but has worked his way back into this match. Now, great look here, uses that backstop, and this has got a chance.
Tyler Weaver at the 12 for birdie to cut his deficit in half. Highest ranked member of the GB&I team, 10th in the world amateur golf.
That is excellent execution at a great time. Weaver picking up some momentum in the past few holes, and Quinn looks like he may be able to add on to that lead.
Jump ahead to 13. Tyler Weaver needs this for birdie to tie the hole.
Up and over a significant ridge here. This is a really tough read.
So after Weaver gained a little momentum, Jackson Quinn put a quick halt to it.
Weaver went 3-0 that particular week.
As a freshman.
Oh, this is a pretty large pull here. It's going to need a bounce off the bank left of the green.
Didn't get it.
You got a bounce. It just bounced straight, and not sure he's going to have a stance or a swing there, Bones.
Now Quinn.
Yeah, he was also a part of that NCAA final, Jackson, when they won that national championship at Auburn.
Just a junior 8-iron from 159, cutting into the center of the green. Let's see if he gets the pace right here.
Another well-struck iron shot there from Quinn.
That's about as good as he could do from there. Now he'll just have to try and hold something from short right of this green. But certainly Quinn in a commanding position here on 14.
Yeah, when you see the ball react like that. Go ahead, Bones.
Yeah, I think we'll obviously see Quinn hit one putt here and then probably get a concession if it's a decent one.
Absolutely. You don't achieve things like that without putting in the work.
And that should be good enough for him to go 3 up with 4 to go.
Great Britain, Ireland, 5. United States of America, 4. United States of America, 3.
Starting right at the flag, drifting just a little left of it.
Great shot. Another really good shot by Quinn.
A great distance control.
Hitting it very high. Trying to get some help from the right to left wind, but hung out to the right a touch.
It held up nicely just past hole high. Gonna have a nice look. A little bit further out than Quinn, so maybe a bit of an advantage if he's able to hold it first. You can see the putt did break. It was just late, just a little bit too much speed, maybe another just a foot less of speed, and it would have taken that break and might have found the right edge. Get as much information as you can.
Center cut for Quinn.
That's a nice reset for Quinn. Very disappointed with their loss this morning, but comes out and sends a message
United States of America
to Great Britain and Ireland, but also to his teammates who are coming up behind him.
Let's head over to 9. Stuart Hagestad with that 5-up lead, his second.
As you would expect, nice layup to a good area there and see if it starts to cooperate. It's going to stay. It might just go down in the hole there.
No,
over at 9, we saw Hagestad in close, conceded, and that's Gavin Tiernan just trying to regroup, saying, how can I change it and do so quickly. Hagestad at 13, his second with the 6-up lead.
Sit down, sit.
That's going to come back. He's going to be okay. That's the kind of day it's been for him.
You're thinking by his reaction, it's going to airmail the green. Now he hit it about 5 feet. Over at 13 a moment ago, Hagestad looking to close out Tiernan. The mid-am, the 34-year-old with a big-time statement, 7-5, point number 2 this afternoon for the Americans.
United States of America wins 7-5.
The 10, Luke Poulter against Mason Howell. Poulter second, Roger Maltby watching.
158 up the hill, hole cut on 11 paces, just 4 or 6 paces left of it, and there is a fall off. There's right at it. What a good looking shot.
You can see that little fall off from the player's left. That will work toward the left hand.
This from 151. This is right of the hole to center of the green.
One of the strengths of his game right here, Noda. Luke Poulter, an excellent putter.
And it went a little right, didn't it? Yeah, a tough read.
Even the great putters can get fooled out here.
Yeah, from time. I mean, that's the whole.
Headed back to school as we watch Mason Howell's shot on the way.
And this a little right of the hole toward the right center of the green.
That was the second at 11 for the 18-year-old.
Yeah, got to think about the run out when this thing does hit, as Roger stated.
Well, it looked like it came out pretty soft, but it's left of the hole. I think going to miss left.
It does, and he looked down at the lie immediately after impact.
Yeah, probably felt something through impact. Maybe the hosel got caught up in that high grass, and maybe just a little bit too much stop in that. That was a beautiful lie. You knew that thing was going to come out with some zip on it. Taking putter from just off the apron. You can see now it's going to work downhill. Nicely done.
Can make this for par. Be a nice little save from that greenside bunker.
There's that putter you talked about. Missed the one on the previous hole, but did not let that one slip through the cracks.
Luke Poulter has a very makeable birdie putt yet coming up. This is in.
That's big time right there. You got to, at times, make a key putt in a key moment to either salvage a tie or win a hole at a critical point in the match, and now puts the pressure right back onto Poulter's shoulders. You can see just letting it drift right in there. Perfect speed, catches the lower left edge, and he's got to be feeling pumped.
And that's 3 wins in a row on 3 different holes in a period of about 4 or 5 minutes for the Americans. And to your point,
and that's
quite the turnaround.
That was a pull. Yeah, that was a pull.
Short, let it take a hop or two before it can check up and spin a little bit. Here's 1, 2, there's the spin, but he landed it too short. Yeah, knocked down, landed it short. That takes a nice skip. It'll spin. That's nice. Very nicely done.
It's very special.
You mentioned the back injury that he's come back from. For you as a parent, what is it like watching him go through that, have the discipline to come back to where he's at in golf right now and make it back to this very high level of...
To see, you know, any young man do what they want to do and actually kind of live out their dream, and this is, for me, looking at Luke, great putt, come on. Mason and Luke have got a tough match today, and I'm just...
Work to do for Howell.
Poulter's definitely going to want to see the rest of that one.
Before Shields, Donigan won. A moment ago, Howell, short one to tie the 14th. Pretty good for the high school senior.
Yeah, critical, taking that one-up lead to the 15th tee. That is deep, and that was lucky to stay up. That was ripping back.
Yeah. Wonder if that's the result of seeing where Poulter hit it over the green.
Absolutely, and Modleski had that.
6 and 5 2 years ago. Dunlap had a similar result as we watch Poulter second at 15 a moment ago.
Chopped that out, did a pretty good job of getting the club head on the ball, but just ran out a touch more than he wanted.
From his left to right. Bingo.
That gets the crowd going.
We don't think that kid's excited. Senior in high school.
Just hole in. Solid strike at the right side of the green, very right side of the green.
Oh, got a very nice kick, Roger. Now is just about hole high.
And he has 4-iron as well. That's a good strike, just left of it.
This is going to come back a little bit. It might. Oh, gosh, unlucky.
You saw Modleski back off for a moment because he heard something in the distance, and it was because Mason Howell had this long putt for birdie. How about those two birdies at 15 and 16 by Mason Howell? Now it's up to Luke Poulter. At 16, needs this for birdie to extend the match.
United States of America 2. United States of America wins the match 3 and 2.
The U.S. Amateur Champion Mason Howell, impressive down the stretch, a 3-2 win. Another point for the Americans. And is the work on the greens, especially moments ago here at 16.
Well, we all know that these events come down to big putts at critical times, and you know the match was kind of a back and forth. It was still uncertain. He makes 2 back-to-back putts.
And while we have a moment, let's send it down to Roger Maltby.
Thank you, Steve. Mason, congratulations.
Let's head over to 11. Preston Stout, 5 up against Charlie Forrester and looking to extend it. Right on line. Back at 13, Preston Stout, his second, currently 6 up against Charlie Forrester.
Another player driving it so deep into this fairway. Uses that sideboard just left of the hole to bring it back beneath, but
over at 13, Preston Stout for birdie to win the match against Forrester. Like Stewart, Hagestad, an impressive showing 6 and 5, the final tally for Stout.
Yeah, Stout, very impressive. Just seems to be getting better and better each year.
Let's head out to 11. Our first look at Niall Shields Donigan, the 20-year-old from Scotland, going up against Jacob Modleski. Both these guys sat this morning, and this is a rematch of the quarterfinals at the US Amateur a few weeks ago at Olympic, where Donigan won in extra holes. On to the 12th, second for Jacob Modleski, currently tied against Niall Shields Donigan.
This is definitely in the go zone. Can go right after this hole.
And he does. Ahead to 13, second for Shields Donigan.
We see you can fly this all the way to the hole. It will spin back.
Modleski for birdie at 13.
See coming just inside.
And that is exactly what Shields Donigan did, Bones, as he's getting ready for his third.
This is a dicey chip here. It goes away quite a bit at the hole, so to get the pace right is really tough to do. You've got to err to the right as he did and leave himself the 5 or 6 footer. That is very well done.
Shields Donigan at 14 for his par.
What an up and down that was. Great job, and he knows it. Raises his hand and acknowledges the applause.
This is all knowing your stroke here. This is an easy putt. Straight back up the hill, not much break.
Walked that one in with a lot of confidence. Very high on a good line, but comes up short, maybe a little bit heavy there with the strike. And that's
a nice job there.
A very delicate putt there. Stroke.
See if Shields Donigan can do the same. He can.
That was a nice aggressive stroke, which tells me his nerves are in a good spot, as this match is going to come down to the final holes. If I made that many practice.
Very high, heading to the right center of the green.
That needs to come back a little bit. If it doesn't, it's going to be a very awkward angle.
This is turning over from right to left. This is dangerously left.
It just does get caught up. Oh, I don't know that he's going to have a swing.
Yeah, it just takes off with some overspin. That's a pretty good effort, though. He's got a good 25, 30 feet left for his par.
We head back over to 16, second for Shields Donigan.
Certainly one you can putt here, but he went straight for the wedge. He's going to show us his hands here, and this is a beautiful effort.
Almost went.
How far he has that set out to the right side of the hole as he's looking at it, so expecting it to come well to his left. And I agree with Bones. Take some speed out, put some speed in, take some break out.
Try. Mine look good, man.
So the par for Shields Donigan moves him to 1 up with 2 to go.
1 up.
Over by.
Flights it down, but this is to the right, drawing back now. Let's see if he can get a left kick.
Bare bones, that was right on line and came up just behind the hole.
Back down the hill and then flattens out in the last 10 feet. Just back up the hill, very little in it.
They will head to the last. Shields Donigan with that one up lead.
Turning from right to left, good looking shot.
Great line, just ends up about 15 feet directly behind the hole bone. So keeping the pressure on as you need to do to close these matches out. Maybe hold it in just a little bit tighter to where the hole's cut.
This also turning from right to left. This also on a good line.
Took a huge hop forward. A little unlucky there.
It might give Shields Donigan a really good look.
And it's going to be fascinating to see what kind of pace he uses here. This is an incredibly quick putt, especially past the hole. But of course, he's got to feel like he's got to make it to get a half point potentially.
Two putts to win the match for Niall Shields Donigan. Well judged. Point for GB&I.
And great job by Shields Donigan to get that into the house and get the full point for Great Britain and Ireland.
Over at 12, Ben James for birdie to win the hole against Connor Graham. That's a big part of the game he's worked on diligently in his 3 years at Virginia, actually improving by 3 strokes per round. Ben James, one down against Connor Graham, has this for birdie.
Boy, that was a nice authoritative roll right there. Better than right, apparently. People have gotten up and down from over on that left side.
All right, here's Connor Graham at 13 for birdie to tie the hole. That's big time right there by Graham.
Great speed. That had dead speed on it, meaning it was dying right.
Let's go over to 15. Ben James, 2 down against Graham, who's already played, so Ben needs to step up and hit a good one right here.
Taking dead aim at this whole location. It is receptive to a shot like that. Great chance to cut into that lead.
Birdie putt to win the hole, could use it, 2 down against Connor Graham.
Saw Mason Howell from this angle. It's going to come to his right. Try and do it with a second shot.
Showing a lot of discipline are the players off the tee at 17. Connor Graham, short one for par to remain 2 up. Gets the job done at 15.
Hole is tied in 3. GB&I are 2 up.
18-year-old. Played a couple years ago, became the youngest to ever play in the Walker Cup. Has this for birdie to win the match. What a way to close it out by Connor Graham.
Yeah, that's putting an exclamation point
GB&I
on
win the
that
hole
match.
with a 2-3 and win the match 3-2.
Great playing by Graham. James has got to feel like it's been just a tough day for him.
Where we find Ethan Fang, the 20-year-old American, going up against Stuart Grehan, the 32-year-old Irishman. Fang to tie the hole and gets the job done, so that match remaining tied as they head over to 11. Those 4-footers on big stages.
Make it second nature.
Ethan Fang going up against Stuart Grehan. This for birdie at the 11th to win the hole.
Good.
Great Britain and Ireland 4, United States of America 4. The match remains tied.
To 12, second shot for Stuart Grehan, tied up against Ethan Fang.
We've seen a number of players from about this zone in the fairway go right after and get it tight. And there's another one. Does not make that same mistake. Safely on the green.
Fang for birdie at the 12th to tie the hole, and that is why he's thought of as one of the better putters. Head to 13, Ethan Fang for birdie to win the hole and take a 1-up lead over Stuart Grehan.
That's been fooling players coming from that part of the green.
You just heard him say, how'd that go
all
left?
Day, in these afternoon singles matches.
Grehan for birdie. Roger Maltby's caught up with this match.
Yeah, should move a little to his left, not much.
That's a very nice shot, and we've seen that it's very manageable from just hole high right of the green. Seen some putts made and some nice pitch shots from that area. Yeah. Toward the center portion of the green, landed in the center.
Shot there. See the number. Get up there in there.
Great shot,
Good shot, Stuart.
Oh, definitely. That is a nice. Saw him struggle a little bit in the match this morning with some of the shots around the green. That was not a very good effort.
Stuart Grehan has this for birdie to win the hole.
Yeah, this is an uphill putt toward the back of the green. Very nice position to be in.
Almost did.
Yeah, he definitely
Great
went for
Britain
that.
and
Look how
Ireland,
far it ran
3,
past the hole.
United
So
States of America 4.
don't want to in any way bring that center section of grove of trees into play.
4 left.
You'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, much better line up the right side.
Stuart Grehan for birdie to win the hole and go 1-up in the match.
For him here is this putt does not have much break in it.
Rock solid by Fang.
Beautiful stroke. Big pressure there for Fang.
Tied, headed to 18. Grehan and
Great Britain
Fang.
and Ireland 4, United States of America 4. The match remains tied.
Walk to get up to the green at 16. We go to the last to watch Grehan.
Iron off the tee here. Awkward tee shot. Players cannot see the landing area. Need to keep the ball centered to the left center of the fairway. And this should be just fine.
And it is. Roger's going to have a nice look up the alleyway to the 18th green.
It has to be accurate and has to be center to center left. And this is further left up the left-hand side. I would assume that's going to catch fairway down the left.
It sure did, Roger. He's just fine.
An opportunity to win the match if this goes.
Marco, this is the kind of putt that can energize an entire team here.
Expected it to move left, and it didn't.
You know, you get toward the end of the day, some of these putts get a mind of their own. But I think he felt like he hit the line that he wanted, and that's really all you can do.
Summy currently with the one-up lead as we watch Baker.
You think it'll skip, don't you? Yeah. With what you have.
And these GB&I players, their hands full. A lot of the Americans have so much success in some of our larger match play events here in the U.S. Oh, beautifully done there. Great control on the distance.
Let's go over to 211. Elliott Baker short of the green. Birdie chance with putter in hand to go one up in the match against Jay Summy. That works. And if on Connor Graham, he's the most talented golfer Greg Sands has ever coached at Texas Tech, and that includes Ludwig Oberg. High praise as we watch Summy at 13 curls that one in.
Oh, gets that match back to level. You see the fist pump.
Drop back to 14. Jay Summy tied up against Elliott Baker has this for birdie. Long one.
And it's going to keep going. That needs to slow down. That is going to go off the green and into some of the highest rough on the golf course. Yeah, there's nothing good down there. I mean, that's an actual really nice effort, but coming on the green to having to go back to the bag and get the wedge out, that's never a great feeling.
Now for bogey.
That's got to slow down. That might go off the green again.
It will. And he might scoop it up before it goes down. The hole won by Elliott Baker.
I hear clean lie, whereas the American ball is partially buried.
Let's try and splash the sand. Landed a few feet on.
Beautifully done. Boy, got a lot of spin on that.
Just got to carry this just on the green.
That is absolutely magnificent. What hands from Jay Summy.
Great technique there. You can see that leading edge got in and underneath the ball to get it out of that depression.
And this late in the day, that's the last thing he wanted to do here, because there are a lot of imperfections on the greens, considering how much traffic we've seen already this afternoon. And that too runs out a good 4 or 5 feet.
Now Summy for par to win the 16th.
Absolutely huge effort there.
Big win by Summy. That match tied with 2 to go.
See if he can push something a little bit further down the fairway.
Yeah, big advantage if he's able to get a little bit deeper in the fairway. Shorter approach shot.
This is hit very nicely. Good shot from Elliott.
It's in that right half of that fairway.
Starting out of the center of the green and cutting. That is a fantastic shot. What a shot.
Let's go!
Good strike. Also cutting. Center of the green.
Those are two of the best we've seen thus far this afternoon. Just has to compose himself. Opportunity missed, but needs to knock this down.
Hole tied with 4.
PB&I
Match
4,
remains tied as they head to
USA
18.
4. The match remains tied.
Just needs to kick a little bit left to set up his angle. Gets that
Roger
bounce he was looking for.
Yeah, that's a good bounce. Roger talked about anything a little bit too far right can get blocked out by some of those overhanging cypress trees. And that is a huge mistake.
Oh, he got a lot of ball. This is left of where he wants it, though. There's a tree there.
Folks, hold, please.
And it appears that it is left to the green. Not exactly sure where it ended up, but I promise you it's not in a great spot.
Hitting a very high draw right at it.
And that is going to leave a testy putt there that will carry some speed to the hole.
Boy, came out dead.
And a great one short of the green. A relatively easier one in the morning foursomes compared to that.
Hang on.
Wow. Did everything but fall. The lead into Sunday if Jay Summy can make this for par.
Yeah, credit to Jay Summy closing out that match at a critical time in the day and propels the United States to the lead as they head into the Sunday sessions.